15 ways to make a man fall in love with you. How to make a man fall in love again with you. Ladies, if you think there is a magic formula to give you better chances of a man falling in love with you, you're absolutely right. There are certainly things you can do on your part to give you better odds at having that hottie fall madly, deeply in love with you. Here are some tips you can implement into your life to help your preferred man go gaga for you. 1. See him as your hero. It's not about putting a man up on a pedestal. That may only grow his ego, but a man does want a woman to be attracted to his masculinity. He wants to be looked at for her go-to when it comes to manly things like fixing the dryer exhaust vent that's spewing out moist air or solve some sort of mechanical problem you're having. He wants you to see him for the type of guy that stands up for his woman, because he would probably take a bullet for you. After all, that's what heroes do. Don't emasculate him. Honor the manliness inherent to his sexuality. 2. Accept him just as he is. We all want to be accepted for who we are, so if you want a man to fall in love with you, accept him just as he is right now in life. Don't silently think to yourself, "Ooh, I'm gonna help him change his hairstyle, his friendship choices, and good lord, those clothes." If you do, you may be in for some battles and he may just bolt. If you can't accept him for who he is now, perhaps you should move it along until you find someone who really suits you without having to make any changes. This way there will be more ease and flow in the relationship. 3. Nurture him. Men like to feel nurtured by a woman. Now this doesn't mean you act like a mama to him, but it does mean that you help him feel taken care of and loved in the partnership. Reciprocity is important, and giving and receiving is important on both ends. There are plenty of ways to nurture a man, but be sure you're doing so out of a true giving spirit, not requiring anything in return. 4. Be happy. Now, it may be unrealistic to feel radiant and happy each day, but for the most part, men want to be with women who are confident and happy. Why? Because they are fixers. Men like to problem solve and fix things, including people, so if you're sad, angry, etc. much of the time, a man will probably get exhausted trying to fix you. He may feel like he's failing and put some distance between you and him. Do your best to take care of you emotionally. 5. Have your own life. Men like independence. If you think your man wants to spend 24/7 with just you, you're in for some disappointments. A healthy relationship entails both partners having their own independence, including their own friends outside of the relationship. Men like their freedom, so don't pull back on the reins. Let him have his freedom and cake, you too, and you do the same. 6. Be lovable. You want to make a man fall in love with you? Be lovable. Let the walls you've erected around your heart come down and let him in. Grow your self-worth. Love yourself. He wants to fall in love with you, so let him in at the pace you feel comfortable with and receive his love. If you're not feeling lovable, take some time to focus on what's the underlying cause of such a feeling. You're worthy of a wonderful man's love. Open up and receive it. 7. Bring out the best in him. Men want to be men. If they find a woman who can really draw out his manly characteristics, they're most likely going to fall in love fast. He wants a woman who can see his greatness even when he cannot. He wants a woman who can encourage him to go for the gusto, imagine big, and be extraordinary. When you bring out the best in him, he'll feel amazing and he'll want to be around you. How do you do this? Focus on his wisdom, intelligence, strength, productivity, and courage. Mirror the most beautiful aspects of his soul. When he can look at you and know without a shadow of a doubt that you believe in him more than he believes in himself, instead of honing in on negative traits, you'll have his attention for the long haul. 8. Be authentically you. Men want women that are confident enough to be real and raw. Be authentic. This does not mean that you come across as perfect, because no one is perfect. Yes, put your best foot forward, but try not to come across as having it all together, because realistically no one does. We've all got deeper lessons to learn and potential for growth. Take the mask off and let him know that you accept yourself as you are, a work in progress. You have some amazing days and you have some days that are tough. Sometimes you feel like Superwoman and other times you feel worn out. It's alright to just be you and be loved right where you are. No one wants to see the fake you. Changing yourself for someone else only leads to trouble. Besides, if you do end up with this person for the rest of your life, they're eventually going to see the real you, and you're going to want him to love you even with all your flaws and imperfections. Authenticity and vulnerability breed deep intimacy, which is something both men and women crave. 9. Be a little mysterious. You don't want him knowing your whole life story, or even more right away. Make him think about things a little bit, it'll keep things interesting, and make him want to spend more time with you to get to know you better. If an embarrassing or personal topic comes up, don't talk about all the details at once. Maybe just simply give a smile, and tell him, maybe another time. Guys love the thrill of the chase, and if you keep him guessing just a little bit, he'll feel he still has something to chase whenever he's with you. Mystery keeps the nuance of the relationship thriving, even when you've been together for a long time. 10. Try some subtle flirting. If you're looking up at him just for a glance, look into his eyes. Make sure you make eye contact, even if for a little bit before looking away. It will win you extra lovability points. Always keep an open body language. You don't want to seem closed off. You're going to want to angle your body towards him, and instead of crossing your arms, keep them at your sides or behind your back. You want to seem available, willing, open, and approachable. Being nervous is perfectly fine, because even if on purpose, a guy knows that this is a sign that you're attracted to him. Tease him. If you get the opportunity to tease him, then take it. In addition, having a sense of humor can help you to form an emotional bond with greater ease. 11. Smile, and make it believable. No one likes a disingenuous smile, and a fake smile is incredibly obvious, not to mention a real turn-off. You want to scream positivity so he can see with ease everything that's positive about you. Guys are attracted to confident women, those who seem to have their act together, and those who trigger feel-good feelings every time the guy encounters them. A positive attitude goes a long way in an effort to make a relationship long-lasting and meaningful. Positive people are naturally attractive because everyone wants to be happy. If you exude positivity, you'll be amazingly attractive, not just to the guy you want in your life, but to everyone. A positive attitude can ultimately change how you interact and relate in every relationship you have, whether it's with a guy, loved ones, family, friends, or colleagues. 12. Do something nice for your guy. You want to show him your willingness to help without him having to ask you. Try keeping the gesture small enough that it doesn't make him uncomfortable or a bit embarrassed, but make it a big enough gesture that he values what you've done. Show him love when he's feeling down, no matter what he's feeling down about. Try writing him a letter, or buying him food, anything to show you care. Try being a positive force in his life. Some people may bring a lot of negative energy into his life, whether consciously or not, so try to show him all the good you bring, and that you're not a Debbie Downer all the time. Not saying you can't complain on occasion to him, but don't complain or nag constantly, it'll grow old after a while. 13. Leave him wanting more. When you're talking with him through chat or text, make sure to end the conversation before it goes dead, or if you're on the phone, end the call before there's any awkward silence. Whatever you do, don't be pushy. Don't send a million messages, because it'll make him angry, and you'll just seem desperate. You want to come off as willing and available. This will make him more interested in you. 14. Most importantly, don't force his feelings. In all reality, you can't honestly force him to fall in love with you. The only thing you can do is try your best. Just because he doesn't have feelings for you, doesn't mean you should punish him for it. Trying to make a man fall in love with you may not always happen right away either. Sometimes these kinds of things will take a lot of time and a lot of patience. After all, true love exists when it's not forced, pressured, and when it's not used or abused. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe button, and leave a comment below this video to let me know your thoughts. If you have any questions, please drop me a comment below and I will be able to respond back to you as soon as possible. To learn more about how to bond with a man in a way he's simply never felt before just by saying a few words, and how to make a man fall in love again with you, get in touch with me personally in the link in the description below this video, and I would love to help you for free.